The release of the Epstein files, House Oversight Democrats released this trove of really creepy photos from inside Jeffrey Epstein's private island.
Yep.
So I want to ask you, is this the tip of the iceberg? What do you think the Trump administration will actually and ultimately release? And if they have nothing to hide, why did they fight so forcefully against this?
Wait a minute. Were we really supposed to believe that liberals suddenly cared about transparency in the Jeffrey Epstein files after years of silence? Seriously, Biden could have released those files years ago. But no, it was actually Trump who made that happen. Here we have this old clip with Stephen A. Smith telling the ladies of The View something they clearly didn't want to hear. Take a look.
Well, I'm suspicious. I'm suspicious in terms of, the hesitancy in releasing the Epstein files, particularly when it's something you campaigned on.
Yeah.
So I think in that regard, fine. But I also believe that there are people that have seen the Epstein files, and if there was something directly incriminating about Trump, it's something that we would have found out about it before the election, because every measure would have been exhausted to make sure he didn't return to the White House. I do believe, however, when you have power brokers in place, what happens is on both sides of the aisle, it could be people in those Epstein files that can be severely incriminated, obviously. And
anybody they protect each other.
Well, they protect each other. And
you don't think Trump is in the files? I mean, he was mentioned over 1,000 times.
I'm not saying he wasn't in the file. It wasn't in the files. I'm saying that if it was something really, really incriminating against him, I think we would have heard about it by now. I think him and others on both sides of the aisle they have friends that they're trying to protect.
Well, and it could be billionaires and people that
sure, that's what I'm talking about.
Their whole
that's what I'm talking
about. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. And let's not.
But wasn't Trump?
Let's not act like that's a surprise.
He says he was a very close friend of his. I mean, he denies that.
Once upon a time,
he
did say that. But there's also videos of him calling out Epstein and saying, down the line, beware, because there's going to be some dirt you're going to find out about this man.
Yeah, but remember what year he said that in?
2015.
Yeah. That's kind of.
They did reportedly have a falling out, but
yeah. I heard it was over some property in Florida, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the excuses for it is what it is, but the point is that Epstein was doing what he was doing for years.
Yeah.
So whether it was 2015, 2010, I don't care when it was. If you're that kind of despicable human being, I want to find out about it. I don't give a damn if it was 20 years ago. If you were that kind of person, we need to know you about
So you want to see the files?
Well, of course I want to see the files.
Me too.
Of course I want to see the files.
Me too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly right. If Donald Trump had something to hide connected to Jeffrey Epstein, wouldn't the media have blasted it everywhere years ago? Let's be honest, because we all know every investigative resource in Washington was aimed straight at him for nearly a decade. Isn't that true? And yet, somehow, the smoking gun they swore was there never actually appeared. Never. And wasn't Trump one of the only high-profile figures who reportedly cut ties with Epstein long before the scandal exploded publicly? Isn't that a fact? It's so funny, but they never say who else was on that fake list. Do they, Whoopi?
There was a fake list.
yeah.
And I'm on it.
So you were on the island?
I was apparently, I don't know. They said I was on the island. They said, I'm like, I don't go anywhere.
If the story was about a bus, it would be more believable.
Maybe, but it's like, so I'm just going to say, and there's been a lot of stuff recently. I don't know what I've done to anybody, but apparently there are a lot of these kind of sites that are, what do you call them? They're
parody or
they're satire sites.
Oh.
But people don't realize that they can be harmful.
Okay, so wait a second, Whoopi. You're saying you knew nothing about this so-called fake list they keep talking about. Seriously? Are people just hurting your little feelings now, Whoopi? Is that what it is? Because when the topic involves Jeffrey Epstein, shouldn't the real conversation be about transparency?
Now, in the name of transparency, can you put up my name is in the files? Yes, I'm getting dragged. People actually believe that I was with him. It's like, honey, come on. I tell you, people are trying to turn me into... I wasn't his girlfriend. I wasn't his friend.
You were too old for him.
Oh, so she was on the list after all. What a damn joke. Funny how it works. When someone you don't like gets mentioned in the Jeffrey Epstein's files, suddenly they're automatically guilty in the court of public opinion. Isn't that convenient? But the moment the spotlight gets anywhere near you or your side of the aisle, the story instantly changes to there's nothing to see here. Isn't that interesting? So the standards become accusations for your opponents and benefit of the doubt for you and your allies. Give me a damn break. Why is it that they rarely mention that Trump distanced himself from Epstein long before the scandal exploded publicly? Wouldn't that be considered an important detail to your fans, Whoopi? And if transparency was so important, why didn't Joe Biden push to release the Jeffrey Epstein files when he had the chance to do so? Why don't they never bring that part up? I mean, if accountability is the standard everyone claims to support, shouldn't that standard apply also, no matter who's in power? Seriously. So when discussions about this comes up on The View, why isn't that question asked just as loudly, Whoopi? Wouldn't viewers want to know that also? These people are the true definition of hypocritical. What a damn joke. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one.